Hey everyone, Wayne Fox here. Today I have a little bit different video. I haven't done many of these gear review videos before, but I get a lot of questions about them, so I thought I'd start putting a few of them on, especially some of the more unique or newer things I'm trying. Last year, about July, when Apple came out with their new MacBook Pros, their 6-core versions, I decided to see if I could survive without a full-blown Mac Pro as my workstation at home, because I was a little tired of carrying a portable around because I always want to have a portable with me. But I also was tired of having to worry about which is on what computer. So I decided to give this one a try, and so far I haven't used my Mac Pro. In fact, it's about ready to go up for sale. I bought an external GPU to add to the MacBook Pro that I bought, and it's pretty powerful, and I bought a 2 terabyte storage version of it, so I've been really happy with it. And even though I use really big files, right now I'm shooting the iQ4 150 digital back, so my files are really big. I even stitch them quite often, so that makes them even really bigger. I found that it works pretty good, and maybe the new Mac Pro, when it comes out, will be a speed demon and blow it away, and then I'll have to revisit my thought process. But anyway, one of the challenges you have when you travel is good storage, because even with 2 terabytes, you want to take a lot of stuff with you, especially if you're doing a few videos. And I've been watching for a good portable storage solution other than a little RAID hard drive, which is what I've had. Most of those are pretty slow, they're bulky. And recently I picked up this new hard drive from Otherworld Computing. Otherworld Computing has been in the business for a long time. They specialize in memory upgrades as well as hard drive upgrades for Macintoshes, although a lot of their hardware can be used on Windows machines as well. And they finally introduced a Thunderbolt 3 version of an SSD. Now, it's still a little pricey. Right now it's selling for $5.99 if you want the 2 terabyte version. They have a 500 gigabyte, a 1 terabyte, and a 2 terabyte version. But it's light, it's extremely durable. They put it through it has to be dropped by an independent company. They drop it 25 times, and it includes this kind of little rubber bumper case around it. It's has a 3-year limited warranty with it, so it's got a nice warranty, and it's fast, and it is faster than even some of the internal SSDs that we see on computers. It's rated up to 2,500 megabytes a second. I think this one tested out at a little less than that. In fact, I'm going to throw it on my computer and give you a test. Anyway, it's really nice, it's light, it's extremely portable, holds a lot of data, will handle 4K video with absolutely no problem at all. And because it's Thunderbolt 3, that makes it work really well with my MacBook Pro. So that means I have a total of 4 terabytes in my briefcase. I think it only weighs, I don't know, probably doesn't even weigh a pound. I'm not sure how much it weighs. But pretty awesome little device. I've been waiting for something like this for a long time, ever since Thunderbolt 3 came out. I don't know what took so long. But anyway, let's go over to the computer and let's give it a test on how fast it actually is. So I'm going to use this Blackmagic design software to run the disk test. I don't know, there's probably better ones out there, but this one's nice and simple. And just to get a baseline, let's select the internal SSD. The internal SSD in the new Macs is incredibly fast. We'll pick this partition here. Mine's a 2 terabyte, and I've got it partitioned into 2 partitions, and the speed is mind-blowing actually. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. And you can see the write speed is, 2,500 megabytes a second. Read speeds, 2,700. And this will vary as you let the test run. But the bottom line, it's going to be over 2,000 write most of the time, and around 2,500 read most of the time. So it's really fast. Now, I don't think the external SSD will be quite as fast. I think even though Thunderbolt 3 is really fast, I'm not sure it can handle the throughput. Let's just double check it though. Let's see. So this is the new OWC external drive, and we're going to go ahead and give that a go. And write speed's a little slower, and read speed's pretty close. I mean, if you look at the difference, the write speed's maybe 20% slower, but it's still giving me over 2,000 megabytes a second, and the read speed is just a little bit slower at 2,300. So this thing is fast as well. As you can see, every box is checked, which means it'll handle just about any kind of video that you put through it. So just for fun, I thought I would add the previous portable drive that I use. I have a LaCie or Lacey, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I've always said LaCie. I've heard most people say Lacey. It's one of the rugged portable drives. It's a Thunderbolt 2 drive. It's actually has two hard drives, so it's a RAID 0, so it gives it some more speed. So let's just select that one, and let's just see how fast that is. And this gives you a good idea why I wanted to go to the SSD. This is actually pretty good for a hard drive, and as you can see, I'm getting well over 10 times the performance of my old drive with this new SSD. Now, you might think that doesn't matter, but if you've got a lot of large files on your external drive and in Lightroom, and you're going into the develop module and you want to work on them, this will definitely not perform as well as the SSD. Yeah, I could move them across to the internal SSD when I want to work on them, but I'm kind of lazy, so I just as soon have a really good SSD. The thing is, overall, SSDs have seemed to be more reliable to me. I've had many hard drives fail over the years, so I'm pretty good about keeping good backups. I use a pretty aggressive redundant policy. I've got 3 or 4 copies of every single file spread across 4 different RAID systems. But, you know, all you want is you're out there traveling the field and your external hard drive dies and you just put some stuff on it. So anyway, that gives you an idea of how the SSD compares to a typical external hard drive. So there you have it. Awesome little device. It's a little pricey, I know. I'm sure that within a couple years these will be less expensive and hold more data, but in the meantime I don't feel like waiting because I'm pretty happy with the ability to take as much data as I want. I can work on my videos while I'm on the road or while I'm at my store. I don't have to work on them with my big RAID that I've got here at home. And so I'm pretty happy with it. I've got a link down below where you can buy it from Amazon. You can probably also go buy it from Otherworld Computing directly if you want. But I just thought the Amazon link was a little more convenient. You can click on that and go buy it if you're interested. Anyway, hope that you got something out of the video. Thanks for watching.